Hey, it's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Compact Hitch Cargo Carrier from Flint Hill Goods, how it fits on our 2022 Lincoln Navigator. I'll get a few measurements throughout, but if you want more in-depth measurements or a closer look at the carrier, check out the product page or the full review here at eTrailer. It's just going to be a really good option for you to get a little bit more storage out of your vehicle. Maybe their back's already full. Maybe you just have some items that are sandy, muddy, icy, snowy, anything that you don't want making a mess inside. It's a good way to get it out. The carrier itself is only 25 pounds, so it's really easy to put in and take out while still supporting up to 500 pounds. So let's take a closer look at how it works. You can see on the carrier there are a handful of places for you to put straps and tie downs. There are a few along the sides, and you can use the top or the bottom rails as much as you'd like. The bars go straight across, so it's not a grid like some other ones, so you might not have as much room to mess around with things, but it is still nice that your muddy, sandy things can fall through. The side rails here go 4 1/8 inch until they reach the bottom of the carrier, so you can stack some items up and use the side walls to keep them secure and in place. Once you tie things down, everything will be nice and loaded up. If you're curious about what it's going to be like to live with this on the back of your vehicle, I'll get a couple measurements and give you an idea of what that would look like. So from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's about 24 inches, so just right about 2 feet, so it doesn't stick out very far at all. As far as how close it sits to the bumper, you still have 5 inches of length here until it makes contact, so plenty of room as well. If you're concerned about ground clearance, the Navigator sits pretty high up, and the shank basically just comes straight out from where your receiver will be, so we have 18.5 inches there, and I wouldn't worry about ground clearance or bottoming out when you're going up hills or over curbs. With those raised side rails and the points for your strap downs, you can stack some pretty tall stuff into the carrier, but if you want to open the trunk while you have that stuff loaded up, you'll have 14.5 inches until you reach this breakover point here if you want to stack it as far as it goes back. So that's the number you want to keep in mind. As far as how it lives on the back of your vehicle, again, if you do stack some stuff up that's pretty tall towards the back, you might end up blocking your license plate a little bit or obstructing the back of the camera. Your taillights are still fully visible, but you are adding something onto the back of your car. So it's nice that these two built-in reflectors are there to let people behind you know that you do have something on the back of your vehicle. The carrier uses a 2-inch hitch that fits into our 2-inch hitch receiver, held in place by this hand threadable bolt with the nut and the clip on the other side. The lock is available if you want a little bit more security. With this carrier, or these carriers in general, anything out of the hitch, you might be worried about heat-sensitive items being damaged by your exhaust. In the case of the Navigator, the exhaust is down here and it's tilted away, so we don't need to worry about it. Overall, if you're looking for a really lightweight way to get more storage out of your vehicle, this compact cargo carrier is a great option. Again, only 25 pounds, super condensed, so it's super easy to take in or take out and put back in. Store it in your garage if you don't need it. If you'd rather have that storage on top of your vehicle, if you have some issues with parking lengthwise, you can check out some roof boxes or baskets that we have at eTrailer as well. But this again was just a look at that Flint Hill Goods compact cargo carrier and how it fits on our 2022 Lincoln Navigator.